Today, Precarious plays
Fire Emblem.
Gonna sword him. Gonna sort him out.
Sort him.
Sword.
Oh, do you remember the video? I think we saw it when we were in college.
Sorted.
Yeah, that guy got sorted.
That guy did get sorted. He got sorted right out. Actually, you know what? He's gonna hang out here. And he's...
I think that... Remember how in that video... We're talking about a video where a young, like, little tater-tot of a human was playing Skyrim, I think, under her dad's watchful eye.
Yeah. Dad was like, sure, 3 or 4-year-old, figure it out, see if you like it.
And it was cute, and I don't care about any of you bullshit fucking backseat parenters out there who are like, oh, the game is M-rated, you can't do that, that's awful, that's horrible, how could he let such a small child play something so awful? She learned a lesson, and if that influences her to make even a single positive decision in her life, then it was a worthwhile experience. Because she gets mad about something, and she gets a sword out and she hacks somebody down, and then the guards, like, she's having a great time. She's like, yeah, I did the thing! And then the guards come and attack her and kill her, and she's like, oh no, people don't like it when you sword them. Yeah,
no shit.
So,
but, you know, it's a 2 or... it's somewhere between 2 and 4, I can't... Verbal child.
Yeah. It was, oh no.
Oh no.
We got sorted. So she, in a safe environment where no one really got injured, learned the value of not stabbing a dude. It's important that you don't go through life just stabbing everybody. Mm-hmm. If we had learned that lesson when we were her age, we probably wouldn't be playing this game right now.
Probably not.
We wouldn't be such a bunch of violent anarchists.
Wait, what did I just agree to?
Kill the president.
No, not ever. Not ever. How about that?
Speak strongly at the president?
Possibly. In a polite letter on nice stationery.
With properly arrayed silverware. Thank you.
Yes. Oh my god.
And then you kill the president.
No! Oh my god!
You start with a small knife to the left. I'm sorry, I'll stop. Oh boy.
I'm gonna stop talking to you. Nah, I wouldn't. Oh, I love this thing that happens, right? Well, no, I can't do it yet.
I think that I've identified one of the things that so strongly sets Advance Wars apart from Fire Emblem. Mm-hmm. I think that your individual units have too much autonomy. Not just from one another. They don't have a strong interreliance on one another necessarily. And I feel like the series, it's not like the series, they haven't... What? Bad?
How much health does he have?
He's got like 16.
Okay, alright, as long as he can take 1 hit.
Well, what about the one below Marcus? Can the one below Marcus get over to him as well?
He's not gonna be a problem here in a second.
Oh, okay, that's fine then.
But those guys lining up for the bridge over there.
Yeah, just as long as he can take 1.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll go back on topic. Your units have too much autonomy. I think that the series has addressed it in a few different ways throughout its development. Mm-hmm. And I mean the overarching development across all of the games. Mm-hmm. I feel like the friendship system and the stat bonuses you get from that. Mm-hmm. I think that was designed to create a feeling of interdependence between your units. Mm-hmm. But even then, oh, and also the logical evolution of that is the like pair-up system in Awakening and fates.
Mm-hmm.
They still don't have to rely on the environment. And they don't necessarily have to rely on one another, especially units like Cavaliers, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Cavaliers with enough vulneraries until something like... Actually, I'm not going to use Cavaliers. I'm going to say... Heroes. Heroes in this game, hero like the unit type, not just like a generic term for like one of your characters.
Right.
Heroes can use swords and axes, so they have they can single-handedly beat the weapon triangle because they can super effectively attack 2 weapon types, and as long as they have, swords beat axes, axes beat lances, as long as they have their axe on when facing, as long as they have their sword on, they will match other people with swords, even if they can't beat them just in the weapon triangle, with regards to the weapon triangle alone.
Okay. All right.
I wouldn't keep him up there, though.
Oh, no.
Okay.
No.
No.
Oh, no.
It's cool. A guy can take a shot.
Yeah, this map is a clusterfuck.
Okay, you focus on it, and I'm gonna go back to stratagemies.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine, if you will, if the village that you are about to visit, imagine if they were all over the map.
Mm-hmm.
They were smaller, just one tile large. Imagine if you had to go to them and control them, or in the spirit of Fire Emblem, receive aid from them.
Mm-hmm.
Most likely, willing aid.
Right.
That's how it works in Advance Wars. You know how whenever you're on a fort in this game, it heals you slowly?
Yes.
That is one of the biggest differences between Advance Wars and Fire Emblem. Any allied controlled... Actually, I don't know if it's allied controlled. I think it has to be one of yours.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure about that. Maybe if you're playing a multiplayer game, maybe you can stop on a friend's, but I don't know about that. So let's just go with yours. A village that you control, a city that you control in Advance Wars. Any of your units, when you end a turn there, at the beginning of your next turn, you get healed.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another big difference, is it's difficult engaging in direct combat, especially ground combat. Ships and planes are much more likely, I think, to escape undamaged.
Mm-hmm.
But in ground combat, you're very likely to get nicked.
Yeah.
At least a little bit. You're going to take a little bit of damage. Being able to go to a city and be repaired is a major part of the game, and I really love it. After having watched you play this game,
Yeah.
and just knowing that anytime one of your units gets damaged, you're either just going to use a vulnerary or Sarah's going to fix it magically.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing that it's just going to be fixed in a turn.
Yeah.
Most likely. Having played Advance Wars recently, I kind of miss the tension and the strategy that comes from actually having to wait a few turns.
Mm-hmm. I have a very specific question.
Yes.
Can I trade and then visit? Or do I have to pick one?
I believe you can trade and then visit. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a cough. Hold on. I believe you can trade and visit because it's green.
Okay. Because I need to trade with Lowen because he has the fucking javelin.
What's the javelin for?
For the archer.
Oh. Well, he only did 1 damage. Okay, but you know what? You do it. You do you strategy you.
I need to keep the sword. You know what? I need to keep the sword.
Yeah.
No, you made me think about that. Okay, I'm just gonna visit because I can't go anywhere anyways. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Wait,
probably not.
I have a vulnerary, so I'll just let them attack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my!
Oh.
Are those ruffians attacking you? Our village is musical and in danger too. We talked it over and here. It's all the money we collected. If you'll chase off the bandits, it's yours. But I'm giving it to you now.
We feel like those things are intimately related. Our musical inclination draws a lot of ire. I'm just imagining a village of bards and everybody bullies them.
And they're just like, oh, fucking these guys again. Yeah, Becca, you get them. You get them levels. You get that. Rebecca is so cool.
She's pretty cool. Whenever a unit is damaged in Advance Wars, because it's a generic unit, not to say that it's unimportant, because it can be, as I'll explain in a minute.
Why do I have a steel lance?
Because you don't have between battle inventory management unlocked yet.
Yeah, you're right. I believe that is what this is about.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's gonna be such a relief to have that. So good.
I am worried that he's gonna break his steel sword off on their faces.
I'm worried that he's not as healthy as I thought.
I think he's pretty healthy.
Yeah, I know, but I stress. I have so much stress. Support? No.
Not these two. Not yet. Maybe later, but not now. I still haven't done the balancing yet because we haven't really talked about whether we want to drop 2 of the units. What's so funny? I think it's pretty funny.
I just use Oswin as a little cork over here. I'm just like, fuck that experience. I know, but it's just
it's a plan. It's a good plan. If you were using more of these units for the whole game,
yeah,
then it's possible to push into that side and clear them out. Mm-hmm. But if Hector and Rebecca and Eliwood, if they are not able to kill all of them on their own,
yeah,
then it's not like you're wasting experience.
No.
Just as long as those 3 are getting the maximum amount of experience that they could be. I suppose maybe Hector could have taken that role and he could be killing all those dudes.
But then I wouldn't have him to
back up.
Yeah. This is No,
I think for it
just looks really bad.
For the number of units that you were using, I think that this is perfectly acceptable. I don't want to leave this for another episode. So Advance Wars, the cities are so important, and it's really, really cool how whenever a unit is damaged, you can either treat it like a completely different thing. Mm-hmm. You can just treat it like basically a one-time use meat shield. Mm-hmm. Or you can have it retreat to a town that you control. And then you effectively, assuming that, it's behind your line, like the line that you've established, and it's not accidentally destroyed, it's not unexpectedly destroyed, what you have is you have a non-unit that grows back into a usable unit. And this is operating under the assumption that you're only going to want to try to deploy a unit whenever it's at max health. Because, that's when it's most effective. Except when it's not! Because if a unit doesn't have to attack, then, like a transport copter, it doesn't have any weapons on it. And it's not likely to survive a lot of punishment anyway. So if, I don't know, someone gets cheeky and it gets gets shot by some footmen, some infantry dudes, and takes 2 damage and is down to 8 out of 10 HP, it could go the entire rest of the map. Wait a second. It could go the entire rest of the map and function perfectly serviceably at that level of health. And I think that's really cool. And I wish that forts were more important in this game and they were scattered all over most maps, and that was like your primary way of healing. I think that would be a very different, positive change for the series. And then, you know, maybe like healing magic.
Yeah.
Maybe more healing staves could be like the really rare ones and only have like 3 charges.
Well, and that would also make you feel a little bit more like you were taking territory.
Yeah, and I have another suggestion in the same vein, and we'll talk about it next time.